What is going on with Universal's Volcano Bay? If you haven't heard yet, it is going to be closing for half of the year in 2026. In addition, they are also removing the Tapu Tapu, which is one of the most popular, amazing features that this water park has to offer. Now, I'm going to be totally honest. I believe Volcano Bay is the best water park in Orlando by far. A lot of people are speculating this can be closing because they aren't seeing the demand in the winter months. I can tell you, my son worked at Volcano Bay and it was busy all year round. There definitely were some dips. And they rarely ever close Volcano Bay. They close it only a handful of days per year when it gets really, really cold. There are times when it should have been closed, in my opinion, and it still was completely open. And there were people at the park riding slides and getting in the water, even though it was freezing outside. If we're speculating that it could be low demand for Volcano Bay, that seems weird to me because it's over a year away. They don't even know what the demand is going to be at that point in time. In addition, they continue to tout that they have four theme parks, and Volcano Bay is one of those. So in their advertising, I'm not sure they can continue to say that it's going to be closed for half of the year. There's also speculation that maybe they're closing it for 6 months to prepare for their 10-year anniversary. 10-year anniversary will be in 2027. This closure is expected in 2026. It could be, maybe they're thinking about adding some things. Maybe they're just going to have a serious refurb. I don't know. It seems weird to me to close the entire park just to add one attraction. You could easily just close that off and build one attraction. So I'm not sure that I buy that. And the Tapu Tapu removal also is kind of a weird choice, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Number one, the Tapu Tapu, while it has lots of great benefits like being able to access your locker and pay for things without having to carry your stuff around, is an awesome feature. Being able to scan into a particular slide and then come back later when it tells you need to is also great. However, the downside of that is that people get in line and then don't ever even show up. They feel like they just have to scan in and hurry up and get in the line. So you end up with like wait times of like 7, 8, 9 hours for things like the Aqua Coaster. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with getting rid of the Tapu Tapu. Maybe they're planning on replacing it with something new, something interesting that's their own. I don't know. I will say that Krakatoa, the Aqua Coaster, it doesn't have a line that will support more than maybe a 20-minute wait. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. People will be wrapping all around the park, waiting 5, 6, 7 hours for that if that happens. I do know for the lockers and things, they've been doing face scanning with their lockers at Epic Universe, and so I definitely feel like the replacement for the Tapu Tapu will be face scanning recognition. But overall, it just seems like some weird things are happening. Not a lot of news coming out of the Universal just yet on it. It's still a ways away before all this goes into effect. October is when Tapu Tapu goes away. Next October is when it's going to start to get shut down for 6 months. So we'll let you know when we hear more, but it's kind of odd. I'm not really sure what to think about it.